What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the Vertical Biweekly EMA, the place where we take you guys through the latest updates, the place where we tell you what is happening behind the scenes, and the place where you guys can ask questions directly to the team. Guys, today we have a very nice EMA where we're gonna let you know a little bit how the rebranding is going, how this looks a lot into the products that we have within our ecosystem. We're gonna let you guys in the burn that we've did. A few days ago on our socials, we announced that we were going to do, I think, let me just double check, 2.8% of burning of the supply. We've got everything set up. These burns also really reflect into the on-chain data correctly, so that it's reflected on all the places. We have Lawrence with us today, the head of
Stop.
strategy of Vertical. And the reason for that is that we're going to do a little bit of a deep dive, how we are going to, keep pushing this ecosystem, let's say, vision that we have for Vertical, where, of course, the VAPI network has been, the first incubation, the first concept with, their dedicated team that we've helped, accelerate, advised on every side, made sure that everything is set up correctly, that the right people are onboarded, and mainly, of course, that their launch is done in a way that they are doing an airdrop to Vert AI stakers. And today, guys, we're gonna take you guys a little bit through that. The VAPI network obviously is the first of many to come. And what I mean with that is, of course, a couple months ago, we explained here in the EMA that we are going to be, evolving from just a standalone product into multiple, house brand products ourselves, right? We have the Motion, we have Stream, we have the gateway that connects everything together. But obviously, we want to make sure that we bring in these high quality founding teams with innovative ideas, and we want to help them, and we want to help them in a way that they come into our ecosystem, and that you, as a Vert AI participant through our token to the gateway, benefits the most from this, especially those that are most loyal, that are most active, etc. So I think it's going to be a very interesting EMA. Very excited to be back. It's pretty warm here at the moment, but guys, looking forward. Let's see. Hey, Lawrence, how are you doing today?
Yeah,
Let me just do a mic check,
no.
guys. Can you hear us correctly, me and Lawrence at the same time?
Test, test, test.
Test, test. I think so. Let me check. Yes. Okay.
Maybe the mic is not working, so no one can tell us.
Let me check. Where Mhm. I think it's working. All right, guys. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be sharing my screen, because one thing that our team has deployed today, something very beautiful, is how we have reflected the rebranding of Vertical onto the gateway, the central hub of our ecosystem. And to do that, let me just share my screen here, because I think this new evolution is just beautiful. Beautiful. Let me check here. This one. Boom. Let me check, because this, I mean, come on, guys. So the gateway really has received the greenest color, right? Let me
Mark,
check.
I
Oh,
think
wait,
I
wait,
don't
wait.
think your
Yeah,
screen
yeah,
is
yeah.
up.
Here, boom. And we're doing this, bringing this one up, or we can keep Lawrence big as well. So guys, we're looking at the gateway, right? The gateway really received this greenish color, right? It's just the central color of our ecosystem, the bloodline of Vertical, something that we will continue later through the future vision that we are setting out right here, right now. Let me just make sure that we can log in. The whole process is still the same. And when you enter into the dashboard, you can clearly see this beautiful new green color with the new logo of the Vertical gateway left on top. Everything has just received a touch of perfection, a touch of refinement. And this is what we're currently doing for everything, right? Like you guys saw that the vertical motion is currently on the maintenance. We are doing a massive update and a migration. The new product of vertical motion is going to be amazing, guys. If you're running a business, if you're doing campaigns, if you just need assets for anything that you're doing online, even if you're an influencer or a company, the motion is going to be your marketing co-pilot in that whole campaign, right? It can generate assets from images to models to videos, from everything that you do, and it's going to be phenomenal, right? It's one of the biggest updates that we did on motion, and it's just beautiful. And just like always, right, you can get your own vertical motion pack here in the gateway with discount if you pay with the Vert AI token, which of course is us giving something back, guys. Something that I want to give here is that obviously a lot of you guys have been participating in the Zeely campaign. This is awesome, guys. Just know that the launch of Vapi is becoming very soon. We are strategically advising the team there, to make sure that they're doing this at the right timing. I don't have to explain to you guys, right, that the market has been a bit rough. So looking for the right moment is always a bit of a challenge. But we are saying, better launch around this time than when things are getting better, just because we want to make sure, and we're advising the team on that we want to make sure that we are able to build a community that they can get in, and that we are able to build this up as a sustainable long-term project as well, because that is the type of teams that we're working with, right? The high quality founding teams that build real products with a long-term vision to create real value for the users that participate in those products, because those are the type of teams and products that we want to expose our community and ecosystem to. And that is, of course, the whole ethos that we want to continue building on. I think in the end, we are trying to see if we can make this space just a little bit better, right, by introducing quality teams into the crypto space, just to make sure that you are also more confident that this space is going to become actually value driven instead of just sometimes hype, right? We all know how it goes. So looking at the leaderboard, it's going well. Dante Moir, the Carrot Pirate, is on place number 1. We have Ming Tech X on number 2, and OX Danny 34 on number 3. Let's just name him, why not? Rasta Rock 33 on number 4. Guys, phenomenal. Keep going. We're nearly there. This is going to be a phenomenal airdrop. I'm looking forward to this one. Right, guys, this is going to be sick. So
This is even more exciting than my Scorito that everyone is keeping track of at the moment.
exactly,
The
bro.
World
This
Cup,
is actually good. This is better than
Vertical
watching the
Cup.
World Cup. I love it. I love it. So, guys, before we jump to Lawrence, who's going to explain you a little bit about the strategic long-term vision that we're laying out here with the vertical ecosystem, with the rebrand, with the products that we're building and the teams that we're bringing onto our ecosystem. I want to show you one thing, because I think this is a very nice moment in vertical history, where we have officially burned 1% of the supply. And guys, this is our pathway to burn up to 20% of the supply, of course, through the whole course of our growth of our ecosystem. This means that we have burned nearly $20,000 in Vert AI value. We took it out of the market and we burned it. It's never coming back. And this is going to be increasing towards 2.8% in the next weeks. And obviously, after that, we will be continuing this burn mechanism even further. Just to confirm, if you look here, right, we announced it over here, 2.8% of VertiAI supply will be burned over the coming weeks. Guys, we are doing what we say that we do. Just want to give you a little insight, right? If you look here, then you will see that the total supply on Dex Screener has decreased by a million tokens, and that's 1% Obviously, here is the transaction. And if you look at the let's see, the token contract, right? You can here also see that the circulating, oh wait, it's somewhere. Oh, somebody's calling me. That here you can also see it. So it's very nice, very good, very exciting stuff. And we are really starting to roll out these dynamics behind the token, which is awesome, guys. Right? All right, so guys, have a look at the gateway. It's beautiful right now. I think it's very impressive what we did on the background in terms of blockchain. It's ultra secure, which is very important nowadays. And yeah, well, let's get back to you, Lawrence, and see if we can, get some more insights into the ecosystem play, where
Yeah,
you, of course, have been playing a large role in as manager.
yeah, yes. Happy to take over. So, guys, as you know, we are building an ecosystem, and an important part of that ecosystem is, of course, having quality projects around us, finding quality founders. Mark already said the because with the FAPI launch coming up soon now, great founders. That's what these guys are. It's a great journey to work with the team, and they're just working so incredibly hard. And this is exactly the type of people that we want to help. Grow a business, but grow a real business, and get into the ecosystem. And we want to keep expanding upon that, because we've been helping a couple other projects as well. But actually, FAPI is the first one that is actually graduating, because we're very strict, right? Quality is everything to us. That's like the one thing that we can assure with Vertical, and that's also what we're looking for in the partners that we help grow. But we are looking, with FAPI graduating, to see if we can expand that network even further. And to do so, we're opening up a form on the website on which you, as a founder or a person with a great idea, can apply. And we will evaluate all these applications. And based on a couple of very important criteria, we will decide whether we can help you. And these criteria are quite straightforward. First of all, we are looking for a real product, right? There needs to be a business case. There needs to be it needs to be a sustainable business. I think that is quite obvious. We're gonna do some KYC, obviously, when we work with you, so you need to be open for that. I think furthermore, the other thing that's really important to us is that you're in here for the long game. And if all that works, we can have a meeting and we can see if we can if we can get you onboarded in our incubation program. Well, what does that mean? Once you're in our incubation program, you get access to all of our contacts. We can help you find funding. We can even fund you a little bit ourselves. And furthermore, the most important part of being incubated by Vertical is that you will get Toro coaching from us. And that coaching is the thing that we've been doing for a while now. Like I said, we are very strict. We are here to help you, and yeah, you can see that with FAPI graduating, that was actually a quite success. But we're not gonna, like, along the way, right? We're gonna keep evaluating, so that the projects that we do launch will eventually be an addition to the space, because that's what we're looking for, but also a great value for our token holders and our ecosystem. And we really want, to make sure that that is a, how do you call it? Like, there are synergies, and that's just like an improving loop. So that's very important to us. Um, we're opening up the forums next week. Is it right, Mark? Next week already?
Very, very soon. We're so basically how you should view it, right? These incubations that will happen through the Vertical Labs. Vertical Labs is an entity within the group, and We're currently busy with doing that, etc. So with that, if that is all set up, um, we will be offering this incubation. Like obviously, we are already operating through Vertical Labs, but we have to do some final touch-ups to make sure that we can open it up even further. So super excited. If that is all set up, then the form will go live. It will be announced on our main page, of course. And then, guys, fill in the forms. Bring us your best ideas. Make a presentation, make a video. Do everything in your power to convince us, because we really want to help the honest, true, high quality founding teams in how to go to market, how to get entry to our ecosystem, and use the vertical network, community, etc., to be amplified. And of course, you as a staker, as a Vert AI staker, will be the first to have the opportunity to work for those airdrops. So keep keep saving up the weight, because the weight will continue indefinitely into those next teams that are coming into our ecosystem. And that is of course the whole ball game, right? We want to accelerate this ecosystem expansion by bringing in more teams, so that you as a staker can accumulate more weight during these campaigns, and obviously as a sort of yeah, token of reward, but also for them as a distribution and adoption for their new protocol. This airdrop is just a great way to incentivize, our community, but also give them, access to a proven DeFi community as well. So I think the synergy is super strong. So again, keep an eye out for our main page. If the form goes live, do your utmost best to convince us, because if you do, we want to help you enter into the vertical ecosystem and become part of the vertical alliance.
We want to be convinced by you, and we want to work with you, and we want it all to trickle back into the community.
Yes, sir. Let me check. So, guys, stay tuned, because Motion V2 is going to go live very soon. So, keep an eye out on our socials, because if Motion V2 goes live, you will see one of the best SaaS products, like AI full stack SaaS products, ever introduced into the Web3 communities. I kid you not, that product is just phenomenally nice. It's just impressive how well the team there executed, how well they listen to the users that we have over there, and how greatly they have, created this new complete product that fits the need of the users that we had over there. It's very sick. So please, when we drop the announcement that Vertical Motion is live, go have a look quickly, because if you are doing marketing campaigns, this product is going to help you go to market quicker, with less money, more efficient, less people around you. It's just very great. We're also working on the Stream V3. We still we are going to do some massive upgrades there as well, mainly on stability, and also make sure that you can create these knowledge graphs in there, that you can really create your own chatbot with multiple AI models, right? So you can use those 50 AI models that are already available there, but in a completely revamped together of interface, together with some high technical features that are going to be super interesting to play around with. Let's see. I have Bart here. Yeah. All right. No, I think this is it. So let's see if we have any questions, guys. I see a bunch of people watching here. I'm looking in the chat right now. I see everybody confirming that they can hear us. I think everything was loud and clear, but let's give it a minute. And if then no questions trickle in, then we can keep it short and leave you guys for the rest of your day. Let's see. Anything you want to add here, Lawrence?
No, I think today was a quick and short one. Yeah, I just want to urge you guys to get into the ecosystem the moment the form is live. I think we've been very clear about that. Stay tuned for the next version of Motion. And if there's no questions, then
Yeah. Guy,
let's see you guys next week.
I see someone typing. I'll wait like 10 seconds. Guys, we are playing here the long strategy game, right? We are taking step by step, very carefully, very thoughtfully, very strategically to move vertical into an ecosystem where you guys, as VertiI token holders, those especially who have been loyal and committed to our ecosystem expansion, are going to be the ones that benefit the most from this. The markets are just quiet right now, right? So we are quietly just building, you know, keep adding value, slowly here and there refining, making sure that we migrate into that ecosystem. Again, like Lawrence said, right, we have the first concept sort of graduating through that vertical labs incubation program, which is just phenomenal. The launch is going to be the launch of Vapi is just so well thought of. The concept that they're building is just pure, beautiful, decentralized blockchain dynamics. It couldn't get more logical in the sense of what they're building in the whole network. And I think it's going to be a phenomenal banger, and it's going to prove everybody that Vertical Labs incubations is the way to go, right? You want to leverage our network, our ecosystem, our community to enter into this market. And the Vapi network is going to be a statement for this, guys. After that, we are going to put fuel on this strategy. It's going to go bananas. That is our whole idea, of course. But yeah, keep in mind, right? We are in a quiet market. We need to be very strategic about this. But if we execute on this, no, no, not if, when we execute on this correctly, it's going to be a game changer. And I'm super excited for what's coming soon. So, guys, I didn't see any questions in the chat. I saw a few guys typing. No worries. If you have any questions in the future, you can always jump into our Telegram group and ask those questions over there. For now, I would say everybody have a great evening, have a great night wherever you are in the world. But for now, I think this is Lawrence and Mark tuning out.
See you
Cheers.
later, guys.